Hi guys,
Welcome to another Southern Fried Adventure.
we're back at Henderson Heritage Preserve.
Yeah, we were going to start back our Ultimate Outsider series, but the 2 days that we had planned to hike this week were not, the weather
It
was
snowed
bad.
in South Carolina today and we're not used to snow, so...
Not today, but
Well, not today, but this week.
this past
And
week.
we'll probably still see some ice and stuff on the ground. We have some around our house still. Today's nice and warmer. We're in the 50s, so I figured it'd be a good day to go out for a hike. It's been really, really wet all week, so we're finally starting to dry out.
We are on the trail now, and it did start out a little wet and muddy. This is actually part of Scdot collab with the NR, which is South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, and it's a mitigation project. So they bought like 126 acres of land because they're doing construction on, well, I don't know if they're doing it yet, but they're planning to widen SC Highway 126. So they have bought this property and busted out some man-made dams in the ponds here to restore the stream that flows out of here to like its natural flow. And because when they do construction on Highway 126, it's going to impact about 700 feet of natural stream. So this is to offset that environmental impact. There's a big tree down on the path, so I guess we're about to have to maneuver around it.
How low can you go? Oh God!
Oh no, you dragged your backpack. Might have a little tree bark in your chips. I've decided to walk around it so I don't mess up my pack. It looks like someone's already got a kind of a little trail going around it. There's some little offshoots on the trail where you can kind of walk down and see this pond. I don't know if you can fish here, do you know? This is actually really pretty.
Somebody's been down here drinking and fishing.
Yeah, of course. Everybody, humans have to ruin nature. And look, they've been shotgunning beers is what they were doing.
Absolutely.
I feel like there's definitely beavers around here because that definitely looks like a little beaver dam.
Does it? I don't know what beaver dams actually look like.
They just stack up sticks and all kinds of debris and stuff. But this is really pretty. You can see some big nests up in the trees and hear lots of birds and water running.
After that, there's another dam right there.
Yeah, there's another dam over there.
Little did I dream, little did I dream.
So we came off trail and there's some of these little, are they rocks? Thought it might be clay, but I'm gonna sit and have a little break. Ooh, you're flat. Your rock's flatter than my rock. You can kind of see on this tree where it's charred, and that's evidence of controlled burns. And these are actually longleaf pines, and the only way to replenish them is through fire. I don't know who does the controlled burns, but they definitely do controlled burns around here.
Oh, did I dream?
You're at the high point of the trail. Just up there will be the highest point. It looks really cool. There's like these large boulders down here, and we were seeing a lot of boulders as we were walking. And we were wondering if this might be an old kaolin pit, because around here, kaolin is mined. It's naturally occurring resource. People use it in cosmetics. They use it to make china. It's a multi-purpose clay, very valuable. Pointing out over here on the side of this hill, you can see kind of kaolin deposits, and it's almost like those Eudorthant cliffs, a little bit like Mayfield, but definitely not as prominent. But we hiked down here off the trail so we could see this big old rock.
Someday the day will return. Little did I dream. Someday.
The path is flatter. Actually, we're doing a long, gradual downhill. I'm glad we went the other way first, because you don't realize that these long inclines and declines, how much they actually wear on you.
Yeah, so we're kind of just on a slow, gradual downhill. So our last hike was like 11 miles. This is only a 2-mile hike, but it's better than nothing.
Right.
So we just wanted to make sure we got outside and did this because we don't want to get behind on our challenge, because we will do 52 hikes this year.
Yes, and we probably would have done a longer hike today, but we have plans later. So
Yeah, so we actually are going to go to a concert tonight. Jason Isbell. We probably saw him for the first time together, I think it was 2012, which was right before he quit drinking and made a lot of changes in his life, and his music has only gotten better. So we're going to the Bell Auditorium tonight, and his show starts at 7, and we're really excited.
I'm super excited.
You've protected for so long, for the mercy in your sense of right and wrong. It's not your hand searching slow in the dark, or your nails leaving love's watermark. It's not the way you taught me your truth. Your questions like directions to the truth. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. Oh, but one day I'll be gone. One day you'll be gone. If we were vampires and death was a joke, we'd go out on the sidewalk and smoke and laugh at all the lovers and their plans. I wouldn't feel the need to hold your hand, but maybe time running. Don't ever say that all was broke. Don't worry about losing your accent, 'cause the sun man tells better jokes.
I really got into his music actually probably a few years before I met Crystal. A buddy of mine's in a band, the Kenny George band, and they did a lot of Jason Isbell and Drive-By Trucker covers, and really got me into that Appalachian style country rock.
He's got some really, really good stuff.
So if you're doing this loop trail, you definitely want to have an all trails map on you out here, because there are this is about the third little side trail that we've seen going off.
Yeah, there's one going this way.
And honestly, if I was naturally walking this, I'd be like, I need to go right, which is wrong. We need to go left right here.
So yeah, definitely use your all trails, download your map if you can.
Yeah, plan out your hikes. It's not...
Well, I think you have service throughout this.
Yeah,
so.
this is good. Yeah, we have good service out here. LTE service.
Wow, if you look really far that way, look how high up that elevation is.
Yeah, gunshots.
I hear gunshots too.
Yeah. That sound like shotgun shots, but do a little research. That's one thing that we're doing a lot more here recently, is doing some pre-research and knowing that, like, whether trails are down and back, how many other trails are coming off of it, stuff like that. And like this one, there's a lot of trails through this little preserve. So
yeah, so we're heading, I think, down to the pond.
Yeah, we're heading down to the pond. We're over halfway in. We're on the last little quarter, and this is actually back to the main trail that we started off on before we went off to the right earlier.
Yeah, and then I think once we get down in the water, we'll probably stop and have our little lunchy.
We pack a lunch, because that's what we like to do on hikes.
Yeah,
lunches.
It's our favorite thing to just stop, even on short hikes, and just have a lunch. Even though it's a short trail, I mean, you can see pretty clearly there's a big elevation change in this short amount of time. Jamie's all trail elevation is off, so definitely told us that we're like, I think gained like almost 900 feet.
But really,
I think it's about 200 feet.
No, I'll pull up the map. It shows on all trails how much the elevation is. 492 feet above sea level.
A couple hundred feet at least we've gained.
It says we've gone up 1,200 feet, which I know is not.
There's no way.
There's
yeah.
no way.
So they're not always exactly accurate. I like to use my Apple Watch, but it's dead and at home, so you know that does me no good here. So we're down at this little stream crossing, which I'm going to go ahead and assume, since we didn't cross over water on the other side, that there's a little natural spring bubbling up back here. The water looks crystal clear. Yeah,
but
it's really
right
clean.
there, you enter into private property. So
Yes.
always be aware of where you're at when you're hiking.
Use your all trails maps.
Yeah.
part of the little pond area, and you can see it's dammed up over the edge right here. So I'm sure they probably come through periodically. I don't know if they blast them or if they take them apart manually. From the YouTube video I watched, which I will also add the link to here, I think Scdot owns this part.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little picnic right here.
So we're gonna sit down, have a picnic. I don't know if we'll sit, but we're gonna have a picnic. So. Wanted to show, we got these little Southwest salad bowls from Sam's Club. They're perfect for packing on the trail. And it's like a great little healthy meal pick-me-up. While we are heading back on the trail, we just have a little bit longer to go and we'll be back at the car. So it's just a really quick little afternoon hike. Walking down to the water. It looks like a little path where people walk through. Well, this would have been a nice spot to take a picnic. Here is a dam though, and that looks like a beaver dam to me.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what a beaver dam looks like.
Look at that water flow. And just like that, we are out of the trail. Right outside of the parking lot is another pond to the right.
Thanks for joining us again for another hike, guys.
And until next time,
Keep it southern fried.
bye.
Bye, y'all.